What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So as you can see from the title down below, this is the Samsung Galaxy A15, and yes, I did write it's possibly the best $200 phone to buy. Now, many may not agree, but that's okay. And I'm speaking mainly based on the audience in the US. I know outside of the US, there are so many more other options of devices you can pick up for $200 that may have a better processor, that may have a better screen, that may have better cameras, better charging speeds and whatnot. But in the US, this is a pretty good $200 phone, and I want to share why. With the Galaxy A15, this design definitely got a nice kind of refresh. It's so much better than the Galaxy A14. Obviously glass front and a plastic back as well as a plastic frame, but it just feels and looks much more premium than its predecessor. That's a huge plus. That's number one. The 6.5-inch Full HD display is also really nice. It's a 90 Hertz AMOLED display, 800 nits of peak brightness. It also has a headphone jack right here and micro SD card support, which I'd like to see on flagship devices, micro SD card support. I mean, this has right here, so maybe one day they might bring back micro SD card support. Headphone jack is on here. Maybe they might bring that back to flagship phones. Who knows? But it's cool to see that not everything that has been omitted from flagships has been omitted from devices that are $200-300. So I'm happy with that. But I overall like this design, and this really does share a lot of design cues or design formula from design DNA, whatever you'd want to call it, with the Samsung Galaxy S24. Yeah, this one is a more premium build, and some have been calling this like the iPhone of Android. It looks like an iPhone, but that's for a different video. It shares a lot of the same DNA, and that's a good thing. I like it. It feels more premium in the hand. Not only that, the performance is better than last year too. Now, yes, it's still like it's not the fastest device out there, but that's perfectly okay. This device is for a different type of audience. Has 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, ships with Android 14, One UI 6, and 4 years of software updates. Now, for many who are looking to pick up a device for $200, that is fine. It's going to perform very well. You're not going to have any issues with calling or texting or just watching YouTube videos here and there. Obviously, if you want to do more heavy intensive things, then yeah, you're going to notice that Dimensity 6100 Plus chipset is not going to be the greatest and the latest and the best on the market, but it still does perform to your needs. It does get the job done. I think that's what's most important with the Galaxy A15. I think we're at a point where everyone can use the Galaxy A15. It just becomes a matter of preference. Would you use this because there's so many other options out there? The cameras are also pretty decent. We're getting a triple camera setup, a 50 megapixel f1.8, which is the wide, a 5 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel macro. So what they did last year, or they substituted this year, they added, let's put it that way, the ultra wide. They added the ultra wide camera lens to the A15, which is a plus, and hopefully maybe next year they might get rid of the macro and put in a really cheap telephoto lens. I don't know. It has a 13 megapixel front facing camera, and they perform very well for its price. Again, you have to the audience here is different. You have to kind of take an account into the pricing and everything we're putting in with this device. But battery life, though, I gotta say, it's very, very good. A 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 25 watt charging. Since the processor doesn't demand a lot of energy, I guess you can put it that way, it conserves more battery. And One UI 6 is also really good. On top of Android 14, the battery optimization is also really good. So this will last you easily one whole day. And if you're just buying a phone just so people can call you or people can text you and you text back here and there, easily a 2-day phone too. Definitely easily can recommend this, especially if you're looking for battery life. And $199. Overall, this price for $199 is great. When you compare it to its $199 price tag of its predecessor. You're getting some really good upgrades for the same price. Now, I'm sharing some of my experience working as a mobile consultant at Best Buy a couple years back, and when it came to devices at this type of a price, $200 to $250, typically it was the Samsung devices, the A series, that we would recommend and many people would pick up because they're not looking for like a stellar camera like the Galaxy S24 Ultra. They're not looking for an amazing display. They're not looking for anti-reflective coating. They're not looking for an S Pen. They're not looking for the latest and greatest. They just want a phone that's going to work and answer phone calls and texts and check email here and there and watch a couple of YouTube videos. And that's what the Galaxy A15 does. I'm not downplaying this. This is a good device. It is a good device, but when you start comparing it to its older siblings like the S24, like the S24 Ultra, then obviously it's not going to be the greatest device. But for most people, especially here in the US, at this price point, this is a good phone. And I think it's one of the better options to buy for $200. Yes, there's the argument you can pick up an old flagship device for $200, like a 2-3-year-old flagship. But the fact that this will have 4 years of software updates is a plus. Those 2-3-year-old flagship devices may not get that 4 years of software updates starting now. They probably already received their 2-3 years of major software updates. This, on the other hand, is going to continue to get software updates, which is a plus. So honestly, it does come down to preference, but if there's anyone who asks me what device should I pick up for $200, and I know they're not going to really be using their phone too often, it's going to be the Galaxy A15. Don't downplay this. I would definitely try it out, see how it is, and see if you like it. And if you're out on the market looking for a Galaxy A15, well then, you're in luck. It's a good phone. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to superman the like button, comment down below. And best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot and will help push my content out to more people. Definitely check the links in the description down below. I've got a bunch of different merch. I got digital products. Got right here a desk mat. I got a 32-ounce water bottle, different sizes of water bottles. I got coffee mug. I got joggers, duffel bags, sweatshirts, sweaters. I got a new sweater in the studio that I'm currently using, well, currently wearing. I'm not wearing on screen right now, but I'm wearing. I love just the way, I love the texture of the logo imprinted on the sweatshirt. It's great. So definitely be sure to check that out. Link in the description down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.